Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. A single disease can end your poultry business overnight, and that is why I've taken my time to make a video concerning poultry diseases. We've started with part 1, we've done part 2, and this is the concluding part of the series, which is the part 3. So do well to get the part 1, part 2, and this is the part 3 of the series. Okay, I'm going to be leaving a link to all those parts in the description below. Hello guys, you're welcome to today's video. I am Oche Inalugu Leonard of Global Farms, and in today's video we are going to be doing the final series of the poultry diseases discussion that we've been discussing. Okay, we started from part 1, we've done part 2, and this is going to be the final series, which is the part 3. If you can remember, in part 1 we started with viral respiratory poultry diseases and bacterial respiratory poultry diseases. Okay, and in part 2, if you remember, we also discussed viral non-respiratory poultry diseases and bacterial non-respiratory poultry diseases. Okay, because I told you I classify them according to the organisms that are causing these diseases, and we started with various, we discussed bacterial as well. So in today's video we are going to be discussing about parasites. Okay, so today is going to be the diseases that are caused by parasites, and I'm going to divide them into two categories. Those are the internal parasitic diseases and the external parasitic diseases. Okay, so I'm going to be using my slide as usual to explain to you further, because I've done a document on this, and I'm going to be leaving a document in the description of this video, so you can go ahead, go to the description and download this document. A lot of people have been downloading it and it's completely free. I am not charging anything for it. It's just to help you out there. Okay, now in case you are new to this channel, okay, I'm a passionate and profitable broiler farmers in Nigeria. I'm running a broiler farm in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and I'm here in the Middle East as an inspector, as an engineer, doing my work here in the Middle East and running a farm in Nigeria. I know it sounds difficult. A lot of people have called me to ask how am I doing it, and I've left all my documents, all my procedures, everything I use to make sure everything is working intact in Nigeria. I've left those documents in the description too, so you can get those documents and apply them to your farm. You can edit them to suit yourself, and very soon I'm going to edit those documents because I've implemented some new things on the farm. Okay, but the document is still very useful. Okay, but I'm going to edit it very soon, and when I edit it I'll let you guys know. All right, so in case you are new, you can still download the one that is there currently. It's still very useful. Lots of people have been downloading them, and they've been using them on their farm, so you can edit it and use it to suit your farm and the kind of birds that you are rearing. Also, you do me good and you do other people good if you subscribe to this channel. Okay, because what you do is when you subscribe, when you like the video, when you leave comments, when you hit the notification icon, it will make YouTube algorithm to push it out to other people, and the message would spread to other people. Because I've really had a lot of messages, I've had a lot of emails, I've had a lot of comments. I reply my comments immediately. The people that have sent me email, I respond to their email immediately, and I'm out here to help everybody. Okay, I'm out here to help everybody. So just leave the comment section as interactive as possible. Okay, so that YouTube will find the content useful and they are going to push it out to other guys. Okay, so without further wasting of your time, let's go to the screen now so that we can conclude the remaining part of the poultry diseases. Okay guys, you're welcome to my screen. Okay, we'll be discussing about poultry health, right? So this is the beginning of the document that I've shared with you guys earlier. We talked about viral respiratory diseases. Number 1 was fowlpox. Number 2 was Newcastle disease. Number 3 was infectious bronchitis. And number 4 was avian influenza. Then we went to part 2 and we discussed about bacterial respiratory diseases, which led us to the number 5 disease, which is infectious coryza. We also discussed viral non-respiratory diseases, and under this we have number 6, which is Merek's disease. Number 7 was infectious bursal disease, also known as Gumboro. Number 8 was egg drop syndrome. Then we discussed part 4, which was bacterial non-respiratory diseases, and under this we have number 9, which is fowl cholera. Then number 10 is pullorum. Number 11 is botulism, also known as limberneck. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to discuss part 5 and part 6. Basically, part 5 and part 6 are parasite diseases, but I divided them into two, which is the internal parasite diseases for part 5, and the part 6 is going to be external parasite diseases. So this will lead us to number 12, which is coccidiosis, which is first on our list for internal parasite diseases. Now, affected species, all birds from 3 weeks of age and matured flocks are affected by coccidiosis. Then the clinical signs of coccidiosis are: the disease is caused by various species of Elmeria parasites. That's the name of the parasites. Signs could include underweight, weakness, reduced growth and production rate. In case of layer birds, there is a decrease in egg production, lack of appetite, that is reduced water and feed intake, then eventually to lead to death. Severe diarrhea, which may become bloody in severe case, is the primary sign. So this severe diarrhea with bloody, you see some blood, some particles of blood in their poop. Is one of the major signs of coccidiosis. But at this stage, it has become severe. Then transmission of coccidiosis. Okay, the disease can be spread through consumption of contaminated materials containing egg parasites. That is the oocyst that is present in the litter. Okay, infected birds excrete the oocyst in their droppings, which require warmth and moisture to mature. The oocyst can remain active in the litter for over a year, so they are very resistant to disinfectants. Although birds of any age can be affected, problems are common in chick younger than 3 weeks. So in case you see your chick, which is younger than 3 weeks, developing any kind of symptoms, don't think it's coccidiosis immediately, because it's rare for chicks younger than 3 weeks to develop, because it takes time for the parasite to multiply in the system before it can cause problem. Okay, then you should note this, that the outbreak of coccidiosis can be more severe when there is lack of vitamin A and K. Whenever you are selecting multivitamins for your birds, make sure you select the one that has vitamin A and vitamin K, so that if the food does not have enough of these, then the multivitamin can supplement it. Okay, then the treatment. Why it is practically impossible to completely prevent coccidiosis under normal farm conditions, the use of amprolium. This is a very effective drug for coccidiosis. I use it. The use of amprolium can help control the parasite's ability to multiply and slow down the rate of production. Then good sanitary measures is important. Okay, keep the premises clean and always using disinfectant. Okay, prevention, I've said that. You should keep the poultry environment clean always and avoid wet litters. So don't allow rain or rainwater or water to spill, especially the waters from the drinker. Don't allow them spill inside the poultry house. If it spills, then try to take that portion of the litter away and change immediately. Okay, then you should stir the litters regularly. Don't allow the litters to cake. Okay, then the next internal parasitic disease are worms, and I'm going to be grouping these two worms together because they are the most common, which is roundworm and tapeworms. Okay, so all species of birds and animals can be affected by these worms. The clinical sign is weight loss, slow growth, and pale comb. Then diarrhea, which may be whitish. This is also very important. Observe this diarrhea that is whitish is a sign of worm infestation, especially in the early stage. Okay, so diarrhea, which may be whitish, and unthrifty appearance, that is, they look weak and lazy. Okay, droopiness, that is, they are weak. In heavily affected birds, then the egg production is going to reduce in case of layer birds. Then there will be decrease in appetite. Then they'll have ruffled feathers. Okay, transmission of worms is usually from the feces of infected birds. When a healthy bird eats the feces of an infected bird, okay, it's going to contract it. Then treatment. Effective treatment of worms in chicken includes piperazine citrate and levamisole, and there could be other effective drugs too. Prevention. Poultry feed should be well balanced. prevent feed and water fouling. That is, don't allow your birds to pull inside inside the water and inside the feed. Try to avoid that as much as possible. Okay. Then keep birds away from fouled and damp ground and litter, as warm eggs can survive for a long period in such condition. Then regularly clean and disinfect the house so that the warm eggs would not survive. Also, you should inspect the poultry house when you're introducing a new batch of chicken. You should separate young birds from adults to minimize the risk of transmission of the worm infestation. Okay. Then you should control some worm carriers. Okay, so there are some animals that are worm carriers, such as earthworm, grasshopper, weevils, beetle, slug, snail, fleas, ants, cockroaches on the farm. So avoid all these insects from your farm. They are all worm carriers. I've bought a feed before that has a lot of weevil inside. I tell you, I was surprised. I don't want to mention the name of the company. It has a lot of weevils inside, and I thought it was good. Initially, I was like, okay, good. After all, birds used to eat insects, but getting to study this now, I know that it could be a career of worm. Okay. Okay, guys, before we go into part 6, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification icon so that you get informed whenever I upload a good video like this. And also don't forget to comment on the comment section. Let's make it as interactive as possible, and give me a like if you find this content helpful. Give me a like. Okay. Then we go to the part 6 now, which is external parasites. Okay, we've talked about internal parasites. Now we are talking of external parasites. Okay, now I'm going to group them into one, which is lice, tick, mites, and fleas. So I'll group them together. All right. So affected species, all birds and animals will be affected by any of these parasites. Okay. So these lice, ticks, mites, and fleas are the most common. They are the most important parasites. I remember when I was doing agricultural science in school, they said we should give the economic importance of cockroach. I was wondering, how can you say cockroach has an economic importance? Yeah, but now I understand better what they mean. So for lice are ectoparasites, that is external parasites that reside in the skin of the bird, particularly around the cloaca, that is the vents, and under the wings. Okay. They cause irritation, leading to reduced egg production and meat production. The lice feed on the blood of birds and domestic animals. The head and feather lice commonly infest fowls, causing them to lose condition, meaning their health will depreciate. Okay. Spraying and dipping with recommended insecticide can control lice and infestation. So that is that for lice. Then we come to mites. Mites are troublesome ectoparasites that hide in cracks of houses and patches and emerge at night to feed. Okay. They are bloodsuckers and can lower egg production. Mites are white with dark legs. In case you see any insect like that, any tiny insect like that, white with dark legs. Okay. So signs of mite infestation could include weight loss, scabs on the vents, a drop in egg production, loss of feathers. Okay, so disinfecting the poultry house with a good disinfectant and using some dust powders and sprays can effectively control mites. Then we go to ticks. Okay, ticks can cause severe infestation, causing to anemia. Anemia is a blood disease, and in extreme cases, death due to blood loss. So tick is dangerous. Signs of tick in poultry include chickens. Signs of ticks in poultry include chickens changing perching location, pale combs and wattles, and red spots in the skin. So you see the chicken changing from one perching location to another. That means the tick are disturbing them. They cannot stay in a location. They'll keep moving up and down. Then we talk of fleas. Okay, these fleas are small, dark-colored parasites that can jump into the air. They can jump very high. They feed on blood and can survive for a long time without food. Flea eggs and young ones are found in birds' nests, cracks in the wall, and floors. So whenever we have a bird nest, when the birds are broody, you see fleas coming around. So signs of fleas in poultry include weight loss, pale combs as a result of loss of blood. Okay. To control external parasites, that is generally all external parasites, apply malathion dust on individual beds, walls, and laying nests. Use diatomaceous earth and administer bed injection with drugs like ivermectin or mexidectin. Then you repair the cracks and the holes on the crevices in the wall, and you maintain good hygiene and sanitation. Okay, so guys, that is that for the poultry diseases. So I've given you 14 poultry diseases that you need to know as a poultry farmer. These diseases are very common. So any other disease that I did not mention, I think you don't really need to bother about them. They are very uncommon. Okay. Okay, guys, we've come to the end of the series about poultry diseases. Okay, so this document is in the description below. You can go there and download everything. Okay, it's free. I am not charging for anything. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to comment in the comment section. Don't forget to give me a like, and especially the notification icon. Don't forget to hit that notification icon so that whenever I release a good content like this, you'll be the first to know. Okay, all right. So this is Global Farms. I am Oche Inalugu Leonard. Peace. I'm out.